Thank you very much. My name is Drito Martin Andy, uh, the NRM flag bearer and the incoming Member of Parliament, Upper Madi constituency. The elections have been generally peaceful in Upper Madi. We have not had any fracas that are major, just negligible uh, problems between the agents, our own agents, but nothing really very serious. The results went on very, very well. And I think the voters did assess us according to our past performance. And also, I think it had a lot to do with individual characters and the expectations of our people from their leaders. I think indeed character had a lot to play with it, background had a lot to play with it, experience had a lot to play with it, and the expectations of our people on whom they think can deliver for them what interests the people of Upper Madi. So all in all, the results came reflecting the genuine will of the people. We have a well laid out manifesto that closely rhymes with our NRA manifesto. And in that, we have featured prominently on one, poverty alleviation, on how we can improve the economic lot of our people. As you know, West Nile is the second poorest in a rating in Uganda after Karamoja. So there's a lot of work to be done. Having looked at our general background, we have come to realize that the crops that initially were meant to alleviate poverty in West Nile and in Upper Madi and Maroko in particular, crops like tobacco, crops like cotton, these have not really met the expectations of the economic benefits that could accrue to our people. Therefore, regarding the economic provisions that we're having in mind, we believe that we have to think outside the box as a people. And I've factored a lot on my own background as an economist. And I've realized that the best things that we can do in Madi Okolo is to look at our climate here and look at the resources that we have. For example, Madi Okolo has a very poor rain pattern. So crops that like cotton and so forth, they cannot do very well. Therefore, for me, I've thought that the best thing is to factor in new crops. We have to look at crops that can do well in the dry season, in the dry weather. We are looking at crops like cashew nuts. We are looking at crops like macadamia, and we are looking at crops like cocoa and coffee, and also dragon fruit. We think can do very well. And these are crops that are high yielding economically. So what we intend to do is we have to go largely into testing the soil conditions in Madi Okolo immediately after coming into office, or even maybe before. We have to do some soil analysis to see what can do here, and we have to refer also to our meteorological position here. And I think if we marry these two, we could be able to introduce good crops that can over time improve our income and the standard of living economically in this country. I've talked a lot of my own associates at business level, at international level, and a lot of them are showing interest in joining hands with me and the local community, not only to bring in the plants, but also to buy, because producing is one thing. Buying to access the market is a different thing. So I've decided that I'm going to marry the two so that, it can make some impact. And also, another thing that we're looking at is our education level. Our education level is extremely poor here. The whole of Madi was able to produce only one first grader in primary living examinations. And that is very, very minimal performance. When I was in office before, at that time, we had, by the time I left, we had 8 first graders. And this has steadily dropped to 1 first grader. So we are going to have an education committee to complement with our economic committee to improve the quality of education in our schools so that we can improve our pass rate. Our health, we are also having a challenge of health. The model that every parish should have a health center is something that we need to implement. We need to upgrade our health centers so that we can have a health center for example, in Upper Madi here. So those are things that could help us. Water, clean water coverage. You know, we don't have good clean water coverage, and because of that, our people are drinking bad water. As they're drinking bad water, they have problems like bilharzia, they're having all types of water-generated diseases, typhoid and all sorts. So we have to also work at that level so that at least the clean water coverage in this district and this constituency can be improved. We have had a lot of luck in that the government has proactively started laying water pipes so that we can have water, piped water. As you see, even running outside my gate here, we are already having those pipes being laid out. But some of these pipes are not reaching the rural areas. So initially we shall do with what is here, but we have to complement that maybe with boreholes, solar-powered boreholes, and so forth, which will also need serious integration, interaction with the ministry at national level. So water coverage is a problem. Our infrastructure in Upper Madi needs a serious improvement. For example, when you go to places like in Ofaka, the main artery of our food comes sometimes from Zombo. And most of our traders go to Zombo to buy these plants. And these things have to be sold. Well, our fish products come from Lower Madi. We need a good access to these roads so that the movement of commodities is smoothly done. And all these things are things that relate and reflect into our economic welfare of the constituency. These are some of the major problems that we have in this constituency, and we are going to address them very, very, very seriously. And also, there's been a disenfranchised relationship in my constituency. There are some parts of this constituency, some sub-counties, try to coalesce inwardly and build a divide and rule system. And this has to be corrected. So we are going to make a lot of interaction between the sub-counties, involvement in social activities, involvement in elders meeting together, so that our past relationship of cordiality in this constituency can be rebuilt. I'm also looking at other politicians in the constituency. I'm looking at people who failed in the primaries and we are not able to heal well with them simply because after primaries we almost jumped quickly into general elections. I've been talking to them. Two of them have already come together. Council Madira is on board with us. He gave us a lot of backing. Father Salvatore is also with us. He gave us a lot of backing. And actually, he has been the one coordinating the NRM structure building. And now, happily, yesterday also the incumbent member of parliament called to concede defeat and congratulate me, which I thought was a very, very good way for us to move forward in unison with all the leaders of this Upper Madi. We cannot afford to leave anybody behind because all of us have got some potential that they can bring on board to uplift our people. We have to think first of Upper Madi, think first of Madi Okolo. And when we look at these things working together, I think our coordination, especially now in the whole district, the woman MP, the incoming MP in Lower Madi, me incoming from Upper Madi, the three of us are completely in unison. We consult, we do things together. So I think we are going to do very, very well. And there's a lot of hope from our voters. They are very excited about the collaboration we are having, the teamwork we are exhibiting to them. And as leaders, when you are united, you tend to unite the people behind you. And that is, for me, that is a vibe I want to bring in my people. Move together as one people, one mission, one accomplishment, and one pride for all of us. Well, I think NRM as a party has got a lot of grassroots potential. We were the party with the deepest penetration inside the villages. We have got structures everywhere. You go to villages, we have structures. You go to parishes, we have structures. You have to sub-counties, we have structures. So I think the long stay of NRM and the credibility it has built in associating with the local people, it's a people's party. And I think that is why most of the flag bearers have gone through. And also, we have worked very, very well during the course of mobilizing for the president and for the flag bearers. And I think that has been beneficial to us. And also the manifesto. Our NRM manifesto is a clear-cut manifesto. It's developmental. And programs like PDM, they have generated a lot of confidence because it's putting money into the pockets of the people. And now that they are going to increase this from up to 200 million, and we have been sending this message across. And the stability also, we have heard, NRM has constantly been in a state of stability for the country. When you look at this region itself, we have been a region with the highest level of refugees outside Uganda. Most of our people were in Congo, most of them in South Sudan, and it is this current government that brought us back. And so people reflect back to say, this is the power, the party that can give stability to its people. So trust the party and the party chairman with the power. So at the presidential level, there's no any other candidate with the experience that our Excellency President Museveni has. When you look at our voting pattern, the president got a very, very high percentages in Madokolo. And when we vote, we don't vote for the sake of voting. We are voting because we want access to national resources. So my message to His Excellency will be that he has a very strong backing in Madokolo. And this is a backing that cannot be taken for granted. So much as there might be economic difficulties for the nation, also priorities to be given to people who are faithful to him without any doubt. And I'm sure His Excellency listens, and we are telling people that he will perform and he will respect these pledges. But above all, the unity we are having now, the three of us are having, we're moving with one voice. So we're able to articulate the issues of Madokolo to His Excellency without it being fractured like in the past. If you look at the past parliament, there was completely no unity between the three people. And it caused a lot of difficulties for us. But we're moving with one voice. We're all NRM. We're all committed. We're all developmental. And we believe in our president. And I'm sure the president will also do good to us as we have done to him and the party. Thank you very much.